So guys, it's my stream is a wrecking pool, so more of the Eclipse and Saturn show. I was like, do I want to make a reaction video of this? I'm like, I know you guys would question me if I reacted to it or made a reaction video to it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. It's the Saturn Eclipse's January recap on PlayStation. Okay. So I mean, I wasn't too sure if they were gonna ever do a 2025 recap. Oh yeah, I also no, I said there was this episode. I'm gonna do the Free Brother Jackie show. Tuesday? No, actually, yeah, maybe Tuesday. I might react to it on Tuesday. Maybe. Yeah. But, yeah, let's get into this episode. I'm still gonna count it, though, but, of course, there's not. Okay.
Saturn and Iron. Missing? Where did they go? What happened?
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry, what?
Saturn and Iron. Missing? Where did they go? What happened?
Before we get to that, the cadets need to learn what happened before.
Oh, yeah. Well, welcome everybody to the January recap, where your hosts will summarize what happened.
Okay, so are they gonna do this, like, every month, or is this, like, beginning of the year thing, or whatever? Or are they gonna do it, like, every couple months or something? Also, I'm not sure why I said, like, year thing. I mean, knowing the pattern of this channel, I'm saying this channel, because, what, didn't, like, the Monty Gator and Foxy show, so, yeah, the Monty Gator and Foxy show, that lasted about a year and a half. The Eclipse and Puppet Show 1.0, or the Eclipse and Puppet Show in general, I think that lasted for, like, a year? Kinda? Yeah, about a year. So, I don't know how long the Eclipse and Saturn show is gonna last. I mean, this can be the final, the final phase, I guess. But, also, they really need to update this thing, because it's not Eclipse and Puppet, it's Eclipse and Saturn. Alright. I mean, they did it for, like, the Eclipse and Puppet show and the Monty and Fox show, but not the Eclipse and Saturn show. I mean, I still miss the Eclipse and Puppet show. I really do. I mean, I don't know, should I like more the first or, like, the 1.0 or, like, I don't know if I like it more with Puppet or with Charlie. They both had their charm to it, but I don't know.
Happens this month. My name is Eclipse, the daycare attendant at the Pizza Box.
And I am Saturn, his wife and an interdimensional warlord.
I'm saying I really like Eclipse's PNG and same with Saturn.
With the VAs. Hi.
Woo!
Eclipse's VA, so make sure to go.
Yeah, that's Mitch. I would say, wait, hold on. Who drew the who drew that PNG? Was it Kai? I think it was Kai, probably. That is really cool though. And I wish that Kai did this for Davis and Reed. Where like Davis would like have like rays or whatever on his head, and Reed would just have like a nightcap or something, and like a ooh, I'm getting some ideas now.
And I'm Science VA, so you can call me Sat. We will
Sat.
be the main storytellers for this summer.
No, I'm calling you guys Mitch and Kai.
Right. So let's begin with January's arc recap. I ended up having a dream where Eclipse and I had a child of our own. I saw the child grow up, but then when I woke up and suddenly learned it was a dream, it led to myself falling into a deep depression.
And believe me, she was depressed for a while. Like, quite a while. I honestly didn't even know what was going on. Like, over the next few days, Saturn was just super unsure of how to bring up the subject to me and the whole dream. Then she finally got some courage and spoke to me about it. We had a whole discussion about how being a family would be nice. I was also really unsure, and I had a conversation with Foxy, and that did not go well. That did not go well.
Yeah, it really didn't. Because Foxy started, like, freaking out a bit. But, yeah. I mean, I really kind of do want, like, these, recaps to be, like, every month. I'm not sure, like, how that works. Especially, like, when it comes to February. Because I'm pretty sure February has, like, 28 days, like, exactly, like, 28 days. Except if it's on, like, a leap year. That is a little bit different. But, still.
No, not at all. So I ended up speaking to everybody else about it. I explained to Saturn that
Oh, yeah,
having
Trixie.
a child.
Sometimes I forget Trixie exists. Sometimes I forget she exists because she's like barely in any videos. And that went like the same thing with Solar Flare back before he was revived. I almost kept forgetting that he existed because he was such a dull character.
Right now probably isn't the best option, or is it even possible? And also, not only due to them not being able to just have their own kids, adopting a child in that type of environment would be really bad. Like, really bad, considering what's been going on and how the past couple of months have been for the two of them. So they both decided to talk about this topic a little further down the line, but it's something in the back of their head.
Jeez, I forgot how depressing this was. It gets better, right? I don't remember.
Yes. You know what? I was gonna say yes, like as just like yes. Well, but no.
It's retard.
Flash out screen stitch rate. From December, Mike was hunting down dangerous animatronics that attacked Asbury employees. Unfortunately, one of these people turned out to be Claudia's brother. You know, Mike getting murdered, forcing Mike to investigate even harder.
So basically, Claudia not only has a terrible marriage that's ongoing constantly, but also her.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Why did Claudia either get a divorce sooner, or why did Mike decide to stay with her when she's a wretched witch? Claudia's a wretched, wicked witch of the West. In the woods. Of the West. Was that a good insult? I mean, I hate Miss Claudia. I mean, I don't think her brother deserves to die. I don't think she deserves to die. But she is just horrible.
Brother died. Yeesh.
Yeah.
And again, she did try to kill Ace and Eclipse.
Yeah,
And also
multiple
threatened
times.
Saturn. And also
Yeah, multiple times. You know?
so messed with Chica. So maybe this was payback.
Don't forget she electrocuted Freddy, so...
Yeah, she did. She did. She, what else? Okay, she also, forced Cassie, or she, took Chica's voice box, remember that? And that is just horrible. I mean, it was all Freddy. I mean, I guess Freddy had to suffer too, but she also had to watch her friends suffer. I think that is punishment enough. I mean, I'm not saying that Freddy deserved it, but I think she kind of had some things coming to her. And I guess she was scared and all, but that also does not excuse of what she's done. You know? Because she was an absolute snitch. I mean, I guess she wanted to protect Pizzeria, but still.
I did forget about that. That is unfortunate.
Back to Mike.
But yeah, Mike was hunting down one specific animatronic, which he named. He assumed that this thing was Eclipse, causing an almost eerie situation with Moon.
Yep.
But luckily, Saturn came in and stepped up to the plate. And
Yeah,
boy, did she...
luckily, because if she didn't come down there soon, or if she didn't come down the minute she did, I'm pretty sure Eclipse would have been dead.
Take a swing. Basically, she tried to kill Mike, but then we discovered Mike isn't the easiest person to take down, as he actually has an animatronic living inside of him, which is Ennard. First of all, we then learn that he's an Afton. He's not just an Afton. He's the son of William Afton. Which, also, Saturn and Eclipse have no idea who that person is, so it didn't really, spark a lot of curiosity for the two of them. But it seems like in any universe I go to, I cannot escape Michael Afton.
I guess it's funnier too. It's
True! Because, what? Eclipse... Mike from the Eclipse and Saturn show. Yeah, Mike from the Eclipse and Saturn show is voiced by Mitch. And so is Michael Afton from the Fred Fazbear and Jackie show.
It's an Afton. Another Afton? Seriously, we have to deal with the Aftons in this universe too? Ah!
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's far too many Aftons. Too many universes, too many Aftons. We gotta stop with the Aftons.
Also, hold on. Hold on. Wait, isn't William Afton, from the Skirret Show universe? Isn't he played by Xylophone, I think? Yeah, that's, I believe that's Picray's husband, I think. Yeah, also, I think the same person who voices Twisted Wolf, right? Yeah. Yes.
Michael Afton of all places. Anyways, not only that, you voicing another Michael Afton. Moving forward. Saturn and Cassie managed to explain and prove Eclipse is innocent and offer aid.
Well, I mean, Saturn, mostly. The adults weren't planning on getting Cassie hurt, so...
Makes sense.
Yeah, kind of pushed her out of the way, and more or less Saturn and Eclipse were the ones to offer aid. Well, Cassie kind of wanted to, but they said no. On top of that,
yeah,
Mike decided to go around and asked Eclipse, Freddy, and Cassie about the events of the virus, aka Ruin, which is a whole other thing. But basically, there was hope in there that Mike could maybe put some pieces together based off of what they explained, but he didn't really get too much information. He did learn about a rabbit, which just constantly is in his life, but it didn't really help him too much, so he decided to just kind of brush off their stories.
Yeah, which didn't help what happened after with his wife, Claudia, aka the CEO of Fazbear's. So, with the death of her brother, Claudia didn't want Mike to work out.
Lilith did a really, Lilith has done a very fantastic job of voicing characters. Rosie Bell, Lilith did such a good job. And Miss Claudia, Lilith also did really well. And some other characters that Lilith has voiced. Lilith is so good at voice acting. And just acting in general. Same with Astral Chester. She's fantastic. I think both of them are really fantastic, actually.
As hard anymore. And she wants him to be more at home and helping with her nephew since they've recently lost their father. Mike loses it, which sparks this big fight, and
man, was it a fight.
Oh, it was terrible. By the way, I should watch that video when you get the chance. And it turns out that Claudia explodes enough to fire him and also ask for a divorce.
Which has been very much on the back of both of their minds ever since they first appeared. So nice to know that someone finally, got the guts and said, you know what, I want to divorce you.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it to be Claudia.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, during that argument...
why would Michael be so upset? That was 30 years, they said. But at the same time, Michael, you were in a toxic relationship, my dude. That is not healthy. That might be more unhealthy than smoking. Okay, maybe not that, but you get what I'm saying.
That they were having, there was something else going on at the exact same time. Cassie, who was originally supposed to show up to be there with them for a dinner.
I mean, okay. Well, for Michael, I think it's different because he's animatronic living inside of him. So I guarantee, I don't think Michael has lungs. I don't think.
Was still the Pizza Plex. And as she was at the Pizza Plex, she got lured down to the basement area by the Stitch Wraith.
Oh,
But
God.
the Stitch Wraith, well, as we know, not the friendliest of people.
What was it again? Let me check the
Her
script.
face.
Attacking Fazbear, please. Oh, boy!
Yeah, totally having, 12 people. Who's counting?
Who's keeping track?
Who's counting?
The thing is, though, that this
We
one
are.
gets a little different. We see for the first time ever the Stitch Wraith fighting themselves. Because of how young Cassie is, it's not sure if they should attack it or leave it alone. The debate ends with them leaving Cassie alone and vows to kill her if he finds her again.
So hold on. Is it possible that there was 3 souls inside the Stitch Wraith this time, or the Mimic, whatever? Because there's Arnold. What about the 2 that were fighting? Was that Jake and Andrew? I mean, the show does have a history with Stitch Wraith. Like the Monster Foxy show has Stitch Wraith. But they saved Andrew. There's a Stitch Wraith in the Eclipse and Puppet show. That being, Andy and Jake. They saved them both. Yeah, because I think in the OG, like, Monster Fox show, I think Jake at first was, like, the nicer one. But then, like, started becoming, like, twisted and evil because of Andrew. Maybe, like, unintentionally. But then, like, they started, like, swapping personalities with each other, kind of. Like, I think Andrew was, like, the aggressive one, and... Yeah, Andrew was the aggressive one, Jake was the nice one. And then, like, Andrew started becoming the nice one, and then Jake became the aggressive one. So, yeah. Also... It's funny how Mitch and Kai did not know that the Stitch Wraith was a thing before on the channel. That's kind of funny.
Which then makes Cassie run from the scene.
Oh yeah, she runs fast. So much so that she didn't even take her car to go see Mike. She literally ran all the way to his house to get help, and then...
Well, at least that's good exercise. But I don't think I would... I mean, I don't know. Depends on how far away the Pizza Plex is from the...
Brought Mike back to the Pizza Plex, which, do keep in mind, he just got fired, so he's technically breaking and entering at this point. Proceeds to grab Saturn and Eclipse, and they formulate a plan to trap the Stitch Wraith. Meanwhile, Claudia, after seeing Mike leave with Cassie, is distraught and feels maybe she went a little too far with their argument and proceeds to go after him. But, by accident, fun, she kind of runs into Mike in his robot form, and that kind of freaks her out.
Ennard!
And, oh boy, yeah. And then he has to attempt to explain Ennard to Claudia, but man, that conversation does not go down well.
See, this is why we don't keep secrets from your wife, especially if they were your high school sweethearts. Oh boy.
I don't know if they meant...
Not high school. They said they were in their 20s. Last time I checked. You're not in high school in your 20s. At least for the most part.
In high school, I don't know if that works there, but sure.
Just in general, they're married.
Basically, just don't keep secrets from your wife you've been married for over 30 years, especially one that, is that important,
I mean, like I said, it depends on what it is, though. Because there's, like, those secrets you can keep, that, like, won't cause, like, much of an argument. But there are some things that you probably should tell somebody. Like, whether that be, like, the ability to have kids, or, I don't know, your sexuality, or gender, like, you're, like, trans or whatever. I think that should be a little bit more important, Yeah. Or, like, if you have, like, a condition, or whatever, I feel like that's important to tell your spouse early on or your significant other early in your relationship, because I think prepare them for what's to come, possibly.
A robot
Just a
living
tad.
inside your body.
Yeah, speaking of robots, at this point, Freddy announces, by the way, they recruited her for help. She announces on the cameras that, hey, the Citrate is going to this direction. You guys should go. So, which leads the group to improvise a plan, because their original plan fell through thanks to Claudia. However, Citrate also had a plan for them, and turned off all the lights.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think out of all the Citrates on this channel, I think the Eclipse of Pup Show one was a lot better.
Meanwhile, also Cassie's still there because Cassie just
I
decides.
don't know, I still like the Eclipse and Pup Show. I mean, I know like some people could make like fan-made episodes of like the series. Like I know like some people make some like fan AUs of like Sun Moon Show and whatnot. Like there's this one, I forget, I don't know what the series is called, but it's a little AU by Sea Soul Siren. Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. I really like how it's like kind of smooth, but also like animatic as well. You know, which I think is like what some streamers try. Like it's kind of like smooth, but also like it's like mixed between like animation and animatic in a way. You know, which I think is really cool. I mean, I guess you can say that's kind of what mine are, but I still classify them as animation instead of animax. There was also, oh yeah, wasn't there like the Sam's War AU or something? Yeah, there was that one. What else was there? Yeah. People make like fan-made AUs of Sun Moon Show, which I really do like. You know. I guess you could say it's kind of like a what-if kind of series in a way, but also not.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Freddy because I'm terrified.
Well, she was sacrificed, and then the lights went out.
Yeah, she was originally supposed to be sacrifice bait, but that didn't really happen. On top of that, the Citrate also gets a hold of all the radios and starts tricking people, sending Saturn one direction, Mike one direction, Eclipse to another direction. All
One
of this to
direction.
basically lure Mike to be alone. On top of this, when they finally confront Mike, they assume this is William, which is nuts to think about, considering how many years have gone by. And due to this, the
I mean,
Citrate...
but then again, did Citrate know the concept of time or something? Like, were they like shot for like 10 years or something and still think it's the same year or something or whatever? Yeah. Maybe that's it.
has a complete breakdown and ends up revealing themselves as being not only the Mimic, but also Arnold from Secret of the Mimic.
Oh my god, the Secret of the Mimic! Guys! It's Secret of the Mimic! Oh my god!
Oh! Arnold. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Lore!
So much lore around here. But this also leads to a battle between Ennard and Mike versing Arnold and the Mimic. And at this point, right when things are looking bad for Mike, Saturn and Eclipse show up and reunite with Mike as the Citrate runs away. We all know where the Citrate's going. You see, Eclipse originally was supposed to stick with Claudia, but then he got word from the Citrate that, like, hey, your wife's in trouble. And he was like, I gotta go, but I gotta take Claudia. And Claudia was like, nah, I'm good. So he was like, okay, stay here by yourself in the daycare with no one around to protect you. That's exactly what happened. So you can imagine
Yeah.
the Citrates.
Yeah, so this is where things get a little complicated. But regardless, here's the thing. Chloe's saved by Mike. Let's go! Husband for the win. The thing is, though, Mike wants answers, and the others also manage to trap the Stitch Wraith. During their spiel and evil monologue, they start saying things about Cassie. This manages to provoke Eclipse enough to have
Yeah.
Moon come out. And, you know, a good
Whoa.
kick in the face kills the Stitch Wraith. Mike gets hyper upset with that because for years he's been trying to capture this thing,
And now it's just dead.
finally caught up to it, only to lose it to Eclipse breaking him down.
Its face though. Even Claudia's shocked. Like, what did you just do? And like us her cycles like, oh, what just happened?
Poor Mike can't catch a break. Yeah.
No, not at all.
I don't think anybody
Speaking
can
of
catch
catching
a
a
break at this
break,
point.
he definitely doesn't catch any breaks afterwards, as he has a huge conversation with Claudia about everything that has happened. And after seeing that there might be a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, Claudia completely crushes that and still sticks with her decision to fire Mike and still stick out the divorce. Which then awkwardly leaves Saturn and Eclipse open.
Wait, so then Mike's fired, then who's the new manager?
That's a
Freddy.
good question. That
Freddy.
sounds like a VA problem for me. Let's go to the next arc.
Sounds like a VA problem.
Flashback screen. Neptune's arc.
Well, after the Stitch race was dealt with, Saturn learns that she still can't get a hold of Venus, her sister. And the last time we ever heard from her was the winter solstice.
AKA Christmas.
Christmas.
Yay.
Holidays. Happy holidays.
So as they go
Wish
to
you Merry
meet
Christmas
the
and
army,
Happy
they
New Year.
learn about Neptune. My brother is attacking my territories and has begun to siege a war against me, which now forces my hand into a war against Neptune. I just wanted a break.
I'm gonna be honest, after dealing with the Stitch Wraith, wasn't prepared for this.
Neither was I, but here we are, another war.
Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. But after constantly trying to establish connection with Venus and failing to do so, I came up with a great idea to bring Saturn to Austin,
Oh
one
no.
of Saturn's old rivals and a previous villain we dealt with, to learn some whereabouts about Venus, since I, for one, knew that he would have some secret information.
And I, for one, knew that it was gonna be a bad idea encountering him the first time.
I mean, it was, but you never guess what we got.
Information is information. Through this, I managed to learn that Venus was captured by Neptune. And
Oh yeah, the whole like coughing thing. I think wasn't that just Kai coughing or whatever? I don't know. I forget exactly, but I think that was a Kai thing.
given a punishment to basically be in a remote location. All of this because she decided to help me and Eclipse out. Real sisters.
Part of me feels bad. Also, part of me still isn't sure about her.
I can take that answer.
Sure. I'm glad you can take that answer.
What do you
Sure,
want me
your
to say?
sister is in a remote location, and we don't know where she is. But luckily for us, Saturn figures out the location, and we actually end up getting to where Venus is kept. And the main issue is that she's in a location filled with all of those poisonous crystals that harmed Saturn before.
Yes, see, those crystals are a weakness to my race. So whenever we get near them or touch them, they work as if they're kryptonite to Superman. Which didn't
I
help.
like the reference.
See, I told you. I'm getting better.
That's why.
This also caused mild panic since I lost my breath and started coughing.
Which I didn't
Oh.
appreciate.
It turns out that through a previous illness that I had, thanks to the crystals, I managed to gain an immunity, similar to Venus. So
Yeah, I guess you can say that's like one good thing that came out of that thing. Remember?
I
Or
guess
so we think.
the thing, we're not
Yes.
sure. We'll touch
And
on
on
that
top of
later.
that, we also learned that Venus is completely fine. And is actually enjoying being alone, which is weird.
I mean, yeah, can you blame her?
Don't understand that one at all. She decides that she doesn't want to leave and she just wants to stay there. So me and Saturn just went home. Really nothing we could do.
Truly, what are we supposed to do? I can't. Listen, I could pick her up and bring her by force, but I'm gonna be honest. The last time we did that, there was cotton candy in my hair.
But also on top of that, we still need to worry about this war. And that was clearly on Saturn's brain. And she feels that we need allies to help us against Neptune.
Well, of course, with Neptune's forces, I cannot do this alone with my army. So, I decided to contact some allies of mine, have one-on-one meetings with them, to make sure that we are strong and able to combat Neptune's forces. But that doesn't go as planned. Two of the allies that we started the meeting with rejected my offer and proposed that we do not speak again until Eclipse decided to talk to the third one personally. This turns out to be a slime queen. She is up for the offer and decides to ally with us. But she's
Damn, she
thinking about it.
ages.
Well, she was a princess that turned queen, losing her brother,
Yeah, too bad
Was it-
her dad died.
her dad, and her 10 other siblings. Very tragic, yes.
That's sad.
Neptune's on a kill streak right now. Ay, ay, ay.
That's an Neptune.
Out of all the 30 people that we met up with, we only got 7 allies, which isn't that many, all considered.
But it's better than nothing.
For sure led to more worrying from Saturn.
Was led to Eclipse trying to find me. Training, of course. However, I was training my soldiers a little too hard. You see, when I get into a worry state, I tend to train to make sure I'm at my strongest. But I was pushing my soldiers far too far. Eclipse can clearly see that and decided to step in as the training partner.
And that was both a great idea and a terrible idea.
Yeah.
After getting a little sneak attack.
I appreciate you didn't do that. Warn me next time.
We decided to have a huge conversation about everything. And I just felt like she was going a little too hard on herself. And was also kicking the ever-living daylights out of her own soldiers. After having a huge discussion, I told her that I would stick by her side no matter what during this entire war.
Well, that bittersweet togetherness we had was cut short due to the evacuation order that came through. Turns out there was a distress signal, so that didn't go well. It was
Yeah.
an attack on a planet, and they needed our aid. So we went there post-haste.
And literally when we got there was nothing happening. Nothing. Just the barren landscape of
Yeah, but
nothing.
then you guys got
There's
kidnapped.
nothing
Or,
there.
Yes, but
Separated.
that doesn't mean that nothing happened to us.
Well, no, not at all. Honestly, the complete opposite happened. I kind of got shut down by some random sort of like EMP thing. So I
yeah,
collapsed.
EMP, that's
And
it.
then-
And you got knocked out.
By who? I can't tell you. What makes it harder, too, is that Neptune captured some of the forces that were there and other allies that were trying to leave. Started interrogating nearly everyone and whoever they captured, on wondering where you and I are. So Neptune doesn't have us, then who does?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Wait, I have an idea. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it might be Pluto. Pluto or Jupiter. I'm guessing either one.
Regardless, I believe we caught up everyone, right?
I think so. I think that's just about everything. But if you want to see all of this in real time, be sure to check out the videos from this month.
And be sure to keep watching. Who knows what's going to happen next? Now, I wonder where is Eclipse throughout all this, and I wonder who did I end up being with. Well, next time,
I
Eclipse.
just hope I'm okay.
Till next time. Goodbye.
Oh, that's funny. Well, that was a nice little recap. Also, I like how they're both drinking tea. Especially Eclipse is like, oh, I guess some nice tea. Like Ruin. Ah, yes. Ruin Eclipses. They always act alike. I mean, I do like some tea. I think I like black tea, actually. I guess any tea that's, like, sweet, I guess. I like green tea. I think I like black tea as well. You know? Well, that's it for today's video. So, I guess from the button goes down and I can see some more. I'll take clips in certain directions. See you guys in the next video. So, clips in the heart.